MACTFORDEDGE back again, folks, and this time I got something even better. We are going to do not my standard transmission fluid change, but I got this Lincoln MKX here, 2012 3.7, and we're going to do a 3-time drain and fill of the transmission, and we're going to show you the varying levels. Hopefully we have the cups to show you the change over as we do the 3-time drain, to show you the color change in the transmission fluid. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to drain the fluid, we're going to refill it, drive it in circles on a racetrack. I think you're going to take it to Indianapolis Raceway, right, Corey?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then we're going to then bring it back, drain it again, refill it, and we're going to do that 3 times. And then of course we're going to call it quits at that point. But we're going to go ahead and get this started. But the first thing we got to do is start draining that transmission fluid. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to release this drain plug on the transmission here. I'm going to start draining the transmission. And there we go. Just a little, what was that, Tori? Size they gave me? 11? 11 millimeter is all it is. So we're draining the transmission fluid. Do you got a cup or something we can put that in?
Yeah, I can find something. There we go.
And we're collecting this to give us a coloration on the fluid. So that should be enough of that. Looks pretty dark. It does look pretty dark, don't it? Yeah. Let me set it up here somewhere. Right here. So it's in the sun. Look at that. Holy cow. That's dirty. How many miles are on that?
It just clicked over 100.
That's 100,000 mile fluid?
Yeah, not even 101, just 100.
Alright, so it's done. So we're going to just wipe it up, and we're going to put this back in and tighten it up, and we're going to fill it back up. So let me just tighten this up, and then we're going to drive it around. Tori's going to warm her up again, and then we're going to drain it again. And there we go. Nice and tight, so we can go ahead and fill it up top. Now we're going to go ahead and dump a few quarts in. Generally about 5 comes out, so we're going to dump about 5 in. We'll dump 4 in and measure it and see where it's at. I have let this fill up just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and check the fluid, see where we're at. And we have none on the stick yet, and we got 3 quarts in, so we're going to have to add a couple more quarts like I thought. See if we got any fluid registering on the cap here. And there we have it. We're full. Okay, we are full. So now we can go and take it for a drive around, and you know, get it sloshed around in there, and then we'll drain it again and refill it again. Number 2 drain.
So we've drained the original
there.
100. Oh yeah, I can already see a difference.
See, already got a difference on it. Let's see what color we're getting out of it. Still a little dark though, but it's looking better, right?
I can't tell from down here, but I can definitely tell it's not clear red like brand new fluid is. Oh my, that's actually very surprising. That's shocking.
It's still a little better than it was.
It is better, absolutely. But I mean, that's
not as good as...
That's crazy. You would think it would come out almost new with just a tinge of used looking.
Well, I can tell it's redder now when it's draining, so it is getting better.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to be seeing that 3 drains isn't probably going to achieve you what you think it's going to achieve you.
That's crazy. Who would have thought?
But this was 100,000 mile fluid, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, and you tow with it.
A little bit.
Okay, so that'll make it a little bit hotter too. But this little hole takes a while to drain, folks. But just so you know, we've already done the spark plugs. We put a new PCV valve in, and we've done an oil change with the what was that? A Mobil 1 oil and oil filter. So we've achieved a lot here in just what, 2.5, 3 hours?
Something like that.
3 hours? Well, over 3 hours. So I'm moving right along on this, but you guys are seeing this. I told you I'd show you a little bit on it, but this is how we're doing it old school. Drain and fill, right? No machine. We're just doing it the old-fashioned way. And once this gets drained out, we'll go ahead and fill it back up, and he'll drive around in circles again, I guess. That's what you did last time?
Yeah, took it to the Indy 500.
Oh, took it to the track on the Indy and did a high-speed run, then come back.
Yeah.
Gee, I wanted to do that. All right, looks like it's just about done here. Let's wait till it goes drip, 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 and we'll put the plug back in. Almost there. But I say it is starting to look a little bit better. What do you folks think? Good, bad? We got a few viewers here on the Facebook Live. It looks like. There's like 2 or 3, 1.
A couple. And then people will watch the replay, I'm sure. Unreal. Unbelievable. I didn't think it'd be that dark. That is crazy.
Yep, that's the reason. All right, we're doing our 3rd drain. So we're going to see how this fluid is starting to look after a 3rd run. I have a feeling we're probably going to have to do something else here in the future. He'll drive it for a while and maybe go and do another one.
Well, that looks way better, though. I can tell by looking at it.
It's even more liquidy compared. So,
Much better.
it's looking much better.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
A lot more red.
When you look at that coming out, you can see through that thinner line.
Yeah.
It's way redder.
It's definitely better.
Wow.
But it's still not going to be red.
Huh.
Not like the original.
Yeah.
Looks red on the cloth though. But when you look at it in that manner, it definitely looks darker yet. Still not looking nice and red. Not comparatively. If you try to see through it on the edge just a little bit, you can see it is better. So I'm thinking you're probably running about 80. Got it in neutral?
I don't know how to get it in neutral without starting. It won't let me go into neutral.
Okay, start it. Put it in neutral. Okay, put it in neutral. You got it in neutral?
Yeah.
Oh,
Want me to push?
I'm not man enough. There we go. There, perfect. Now we're going to fill it up. Now we're going to fill her up, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll rub it down to.
Huh?
Is that your dad and mom?
Yeah, it is, sir. I should. Gonna get my mind going crazy right now.
Alright folks, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dump 3 quarts in and then measure. And then we're going to top her off based on what we get for the stick. This is the final fill for the 3 times drain and fill, and quite frankly it didn't really lighten up all that much.
Yeah, what about
this transmission fluid been around the block a few times, huh? Let's see what we got. I doubt it's going to register on the stick, but we're going to see where it's at. They don't make it convenient, do they? Nope, we have nothing on the stick, so let's put another quart in. Tell your mom she's going to be on YouTube. Doesn't matter.
I have a clue. I'll be embarrassed later. I'll show her the video clip.
Yeah, have it in there, and she'll be YouTube wonder. What do we got? It looks like we're full. Double check. Hold on to that.
Does it go down if you drive and shift and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you run it, but if it's too full, we'll have to just drain a little. But it looks like it's right on the max mark, so I'm thinking we're good. But tell you what, we can let it run, get it warm, and we'll check it. And if it's too full, I can just drop out a little bit with the plug.
So when the engine's running, but it's not in gear, is that still cycling transmission fluid? It is.
So we can do the power steering if we get a turkey baster or something. Well folks, MACT here. As you can see, we went ahead and got all the transmission fluid changed out, and of course everything filled up on this MKX. So this is a 3 times drain and fill. One bottle's missing someplace, but either way we have gotten the transmission fluid changed out with a 3 times drain and fill. And it is still somewhat dark, folks. It had been a 100,000 mile fluid. Probably would take a few more changes to get it down to where you think it's reasonable. But that's pretty much it for now as far as the transmission fluid goes. So we're going to take and move on, but he does at least have 15 quarts of new fluid run through the system to sort of dilute the old stuff out. But this is MACTFORDEDGE. Remember, join up on Facebook. Of course, our group there help you with all your questions concerning not only your Ford Edge, but your Lincoln MKX also, as you can see. And then, of course, YouTube. Subscribe and ring that bell on the YouTube channel. And, of course, if you feel free fan funding to help me out a little bit, when I do these, I am, after all, out on the field helping another member out. And then, of course, as with all things, my feet hit the floor today, as you can see, and I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too. And following that, Mercy Grill's going to throw a couple of one-liners along with some great music and maybe a little bit of raw footage.
Thank you for watching MACT's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. Thank you, MACT. This is a Mercy Girl production.